Yo, what is up guys, FaZe here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And today I want to be going over the E100, a tank that in the recent update 10.3 has grabbed a lot of negativity from the player base. However, I'm going to be in this video giving you my thoughts, my opinions, and as well as overall review on the E100 in update 10.3, show you how the vehicle can actually be an extremely strong tier 10 German heavy tank. With that being said, let's head into what was actually changed in update 10.3. So, having a look at what was actually changed on the E100 in update 10.3. The E100, basically for the 152mm gun, the reload time was increased by 1.53 seconds, which is what I think made everyone upset, that the reload time on the vehicle was getting longer. However, the average damage per shot grew from 640 to 680 alpha. That is basically tank destroyer alpha damage, which is absolutely great for a heavy tank that has a lot of health and a lot of armor. Frontline doing that much damage, fantastic in my opinion. And besides the gun reload time being longer and the alpha getting a boost, that is actually all that was changed on the E100. Nothing much was really changed, and I'm very curious to why a lot of people think that the E100 is a bad vehicle, but I'm going to be showing you how it is not. So let's head into the equipment that I run on the E100 in live battle for you guys. So starting off with the row 1 on the side here, I have calibrated shells, and this is I highly suggest you to run. Even though the vehicle got an increase in its reload, don't go ahead and run the gun rammer, because if you run calibrated shells, it makes you more reliable to pin those extremely long reload shots. So yeah, keep that in mind. Second row I'm running enhanced gun lane drive. Third row I'm running refined gun. Defense system on the second row, enhanced armor, which could be subjected to you, and use improved assembly, or you can run enhanced armor. Personally, I like to run enhanced armor just to make the vehicle just that bit more impenetrable by medium vehicles. I am running toolbox, and on the last row I'm running improved optics, engine accelerators, and high-end consumables. So I will say that we won't be going over the armor of the vehicle in this video here, because I have recently done a E100 review pre 10.3 update. So if you'd like to see the full gist about the vehicle, I have a few videos on it, and I would highly suggest you to go back and watch those if you are someone who is keen on the armor of the vehicle. I believe in that video we actually played on mines as well, so how coincidentally that we are on the same map. However, this is one thing that was really changed, and I'm actually very happy about, is that alpha. I don't even care that the reload was increased. On a vehicle that has so much armor when played correctly and a lot of health, you using that 680 alpha just means that you're just more of a deadly tier 10 vehicle. As you can see, the E100 is not even that slow, so in the beginning of the game I can put a 676 round into a Progetto crossing up on the hill there. So I was able to meet up with the Progetto, and one thing a lot of people don't know about the E100 is that it actually has a very decent traverse speed for the size of the vehicle. So in this situation, that M46 pattern can't even pen me, but yeah, as we can see, the accuracy is pretty bad on the vehicle. That velocity there was absolutely crazy. And as you saw there, I did angle my turret there because I knew they had tank destroyers. So you always just want to hope for the best. Like, I mean, you know there's tank destroyers in the back, so might as well angle so that they, even though they're not spotted, they cannot pen you. Now, that is unfortunate. Our third shell does end up bouncing that M46 pattern, which is very unfortunate. I'm trying to stay in front of this rock here so that we don't get shot by any of the tank destroyers besides that Jagdpanzer. And yeah, in this situation, I do want to deal with this 46 pattern, because if we can, yeah, it's going to be a game changer for us if we can get rid of him. And there we go, 696 rolls. That is something you would never really see on the old or previous E100. That alpha difference, I mean, I am a big fan of it. You can hit people for a lot of damage now, and it just feels right. The E100 definitely needed this. From all the updates that the vehicle has received, this is definitely one of the nicest ones that I like here. I'm getting absolutely pummeled by that tank destroyer over there. Looks like I'm not quite hiding my vehicle correctly here. I need to be about here, and then we can maybe deal with this M46 pattern a bit better here. And maybe a shot into that 140, killing him off there. I can guarantee that, well, I can't really guarantee since it was below the alpha of the previous gun, but I don't think we would have rolled high enough to kill that 140 with the previous E100. Even though it matches with our alpha, yeah, I don't think we would have hit it, because obviously you can low roll on the vehicle. Now I hope we get another bounce from that tank destroyer in the back. That 2680 is a very annoying opponent right now. He's absolutely buttering me with these fantastic heat pens. So I would like to get rid of this M46 pattern here. If I can, I'm going to turn my turret and maybe snap a shot into him, which we do manage to do. And at this point, the entire enemy team is basically dead, and it just leaves those 2 tank destroyers up on the hill here. And in that quick amount of time, we've already dealt 3,600 damage in the vehicle, which, yeah, that is what the E100 does now, this update, guys. You have a lot of health, a lot of HP that you can just sit in the front line and just keep tapping guys for 680 alpha, doing upwards of 800 damage if you high roll, which is just absolutely crazy. If you max roll, I should say, not just high roll. Hopefully my team doesn't just obliterate these 2 players here before I can get in here and do some damage. That will be pretty nice. Now, I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually pen him with the high explosive there. It could have maybe, but I chose to guarantee that it would pen regardless. So, yeah, there we go. The 268 just shot, which means he is on a reload. And, yeah, as you can see, that reload of mine being 18 seconds is quite long, meaning that I wasn't able to clear that 268, which I will admit, if I was in the previous E100, I would have definitely been able to complete and kill that player. Because I'm not going over the armor in today's video, I'll give you guys another battle in the vehicle. And as you can see, our first game, we do 4,200 damage. We didn't block much damage, but I mean, I wasn't really trying to. I was just trying to do the damage. We are the top on the team, of course, and yeah, let's head into another battle. And this is why I think the E100 is actually extremely strong, if played correctly. Mind you, the tank still has its weaknesses. Like you saw there, that 268 was penning me no problem through the turrets. And if you were in something like maybe the 60 TP, you wouldn't have been penned there, which is pretty nice, I will admit. But the 60 TP is that tank is extremely strong, and in comparison to the E100, its turret and armor is overall way better. However, the E100 just has that fantastic alpha now. Mind you, the 60 TP did get an increase to its alpha as well, but that is 630 alpha. That is still lower than the previous E100's alpha, so you can just get a comparison to the alpha difference on these vehicles. I believe the E100 is the only heavy tank with 680 alpha, which means you hit like a tank destroyer. You have the same alpha as them, and it just makes you a lot more deadlier. Mind you, you can't put the shells out as often, but when you do the damage, you're doing a lot of it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. As you can see, that mouse pulling over the corner there, I'm going to aim for the side of his turret. We do 677. Now, I'm going to admit it, we haven't really high rolled this entire time. My first game, we didn't really get a single high roll. We've been running below 680 damage so far every time, which is unfortunate, but I mean, we're still doing the damage, so that is okay. We shoot this T-57, and again, a low roll, really? Wargaming, what is happening here? 634 damage to that player. I'm just low rolling galore here, guys. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but what can you do? Let's see if we can smack that Minotauro now in the back area to maybe get a fire on his vehicle. Hopefully that can help. And 580 damage, wow, we are really getting robbed by Wargaming right now. And using this great traverse on this vehicle, it means that we can counter this Skoda that is trying to get on our rear extremely easy. And because we have such a massive caliber, it means we can pen tanks like that with high explosive no problem. However, that Skoda is on a mad mission and he is already out of sight, so I do want to see if I can put another shot into him, since he is probably the most deadliest vehicle right now, because he's the most mobile. Again, 610 alpha. This is not really demonstrating the alpha on this vehicle. It is kind of lackluster right now. We have low rolled extremely bad this game, and I'm not sure why. Come on, E100 gods, do me a favor and do some damage here. There's the IS-7 over there. Hopefully this E75 will stop blocking him. Obviously he won't, because I mean, this is Blitz, and do players really think they know what they're doing? Probably not, but hopefully we can still get in line here to do some damage to this IS-7. I'm going to wait it in so that I guarantee my shot. Again, low rolling. I'm not sure what the hell's happening here, but we have low rolled every single shot this entire video, unfortunately. I'm going to go for a ram here, just because this E4 is about to shoot this player, and then loading to heat, I can get another round into that IS-7's side of the turret, and maybe an alternative ram here in just a moment. We completely miss him there, unfortunately, but yeah, what can you do? I'm actually going to ignore this player, since he actually has... he's not really a threat to me, and I do want to get some damage from this Minotauro over here. Hopefully that T-22 medium doesn't completely farm him out. And you know what? I could actually maybe get this IS-7 while I wait for the Mino. So we're going to load an HE round into him. There is the Malshun all of a sudden. I could have put a shot into him instead. However, I'm going to see if I can use my awful reload to maybe reload before that minnow drops down. Hopefully he reverses now and I can put a shot into him in 3, 2, 1. Okay, he ends up pushing down again, losing more HP. Man, these players are absolutely awful. But there we have it, guys. Another great win for the E100. Not as much damage as the previous game, but still above 4,000 damage. And that is what the E100 does in today's time. It does a lot of damage, meaning you can put a lot of more damage out without having to poke as often and losing that HP. Mind you, we did end up doing more damage since I did end up ramming that IS-7, which is pretty epic. So yeah, that's awesome. Didn't bounce a lot of damage again, but we weren't really getting shot out that game. And yeah, personally, I love the E100. It is still one of my favorite tier 10 heavy tanks besides the IS-7 and the T95E6. Let me know what you guys think of the E100 in the comment section below or in my Discord server. There'll be a link to join that in the description of this video. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. Hope your shells hit their marks, and I'll check you in the next one. Cheers.